Hello, welcome back to Two Girls with Cancer. I am Becky.
Ashley.
We are in a new studio space. We're pretty excited about that. It's totally different. There are so many little tweaks that are going to have to be done here, but this is the beginning stages of a studio, and we're pretty excited. We have a table now.
Doing it. It's
Yeah,
becoming
we're doing
something.
Yeah, this is really exciting. We are on episode 9, and we're about to record episode 10 as well. And did you actually even think that we would get 9-10 episodes in?
When we had the idea, I'm like, let's do it. We're going to, and then
we're going to record 2 and then lose interest. That's my usual MO.
I didn't think that we would be here, but I'm so excited. For not our life now that we don't work and we're trying to heal and stuff, this brings me joy. I look forward to it every day because I need a little bit of an outlet, not to worry about our aches and pains.
Right? Yeah, I am enjoying all aspects of it, really.
So many people we meet.
Yeah. I like telling people, hey, I have a podcast, listen to it. I like telling people our story. It's, I don't know, it's just been very healing.
Healing, that's the word. Very healing for us. I think the more we can tell our story and help others, it really takes a load off of our backs.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just had a thought now that we are 2 minutes in. We have 2 cameras set up and we're not really sure which one to look. Are we looking here?
I've been looking at this
but if I'm editing that one, I don't know.
Well, you know what? We're gonna be
back and forth. So if we're looking here, it's
this episode is a trial, but it's
This is a very informal episode. Okay, should we look at the same place at the same time? Okay, we're looking up at the phone. This is a trial episode to see how the new table, the new microphone, we got a new mixer. We got so many new things this week. So we're testing it out. And it's also going to be a very informal episode because we're basically just talking about what's going on in our lives.
How we're feeling.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the last week, actually. And we've actually run out of pre-recorded episodes as well. So this is live. Some of the episodes prior that you've listened to are 3-4 weeks in advance. So, someone asked me a question about one of them and I was like, wait, what did I say? It just came out
a while ago.
Yeah, it just came out yesterday. And I'm like, no, it was recorded over a month ago. So these ones are actually live. Today is a Monday. It is coming out tomorrow on a Tuesday. So it is very current and true to how we are feeling right now. I also want to make mention of my hair. This is me without a wig. She's wild. So if you see me playing with it throughout and poofing it up, look at that. I want to speak to the manager.
But it's coming in thick.
Oh, so thick.
It's coming in good.
It is coming in so thick. I had a decent amount of hair before, but it was very fine but full. Now I don't it's just coming in full steam ahead, which is cool. When you lose your hair to chemo, you don't know if it's coming back. And my mother-in-law's, hers didn't really come back a lot. I'm very thankful that it is. But I said, I think on another episode, what is this?
It's cute.
Whatever. My bird feathers. Let's just tuck that in. I said on another episode, it's coming in everywhere. I'm so hairy now.
That's good though. That means your body's healing.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I think that's a sign that your body is healing.
I'm actually I'm chopping my hair into a bob, but this cancer journey and then my low iron, my hair thinned right out. Some people would know, but I used to have really long hair.
Oh, really? And full?
Full.
Well, and native hair is
it wasn't that good.
Okay. That's beautiful hair. Thick, dark, full.
But it was good. After I had my son, it was just long and beautiful. But now it's not there, so I'm going to be cutting a bob. I mean, it's only this much off, but still.
We were talking about this earlier, how when you lose a part of your colon, so much protein is absorbed through your large intestine. And this is a TMI moment, but what else is new? So I did carnivore diet for a while, and so many people ask me, I don't know why people would ask that, man, don't you have the grossest poo?
I mean,
you would think, right?
Yeah.
No.
But it's the vegetables.
The cleanest. Yeah. It had no smell. This is really a TMI moment for anyone who had any sort of sexual attraction to me before. It's gone after today. So you've seen my hair, and now I'm talking about pooing.
I'm sure that's not the case. You still got it. Don't worry about it.
Maybe my husband doesn't watch this.
I've told on episodes, I've shit myself. Excuse my language. I've pooped myself. How many times now? 4 or 5?
Yeah. You love
that. At the
that.
mall? I mean, we're just real. Come on. If you guys were ever embarrassed about pooping yourself, you're fine.
One time when I had chemo, because I had the colitis with it, I was driving home and I was by Superstore, which is like 5 minutes away. Yeah. And my husband, we must have dropped the dog off or something somewhere. And he pulls up beside me and I roll down the window and I was like, not good, not good. And I'm like racing and hit every red light.
Because you get the sweats and you're like,
oh, the sweats. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, I'm not going to do this in my car. You're not going to do this. You're a grown woman. You're 37 years old. You're not doing this. We're 36. And I'm pretty sure I made it home. Yeah, but like when I got to that bathroom and those pants came off, it was touch and go.
I feel bad for my boyfriend now because I talk about it. It's
you have to. It's part of your life.
I feel so bad for him though.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, hey,
I mean, he's a dad, so he's had kids. They've had blowouts, I'm sure.
Explosive diarrhea I had today, but I feel better.
Yeah, right. I feel like that was the best poo of my life.
But that's what consumes me right now because my tummy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. If it's a bowel obstruction, well, we'll talk about that when we get into this. I was thinking too, like my poor husband, he has to hear about it because I do coffee enemas like 3-4 times a week. So I'm just like,
and we're gonna start that.
Oh, I have dogs as well. And now that these microphones are so sensitive, you can hear everything. So I'm going to make a quick pause here and we're going to come back after the dogs shut up. Two Girls with Cancer has teamed up with Truly Tallow to bring you discounts on our absolute favorite skincare line. When I say that you will be hooked when you use this product, I am not joking. I first was introduced to Truly Tallow when I had my first round of chemo last year. My skin had gotten the worst chemo rash. I was covered in probably 100 zits all down my face, my neck, in my ears, my throat. It was painful and it looked terrible. I used the Unblemished product and within 2 days, my skin was completely clear. I got off of all of my skincare line. I had an expensive, high-end organic brand that honestly was doing nothing for me. I got off all of it, and now I just cleanse, tone, and use tallow. And sometimes I even use the tallow as my cleanser. Tallow is so clean, it is nutrient dense, it's vitamin packed, and it won't clog your pores. The cows are 100% grass-fed and finished, they're pasture-raised, and they're free from harmful chemicals. Which is important. It's not just what goes into your body through your mouth, it's also what you put on your skin. If you have oily skin, it'll help balance the oils. And if your skin is dry, it'll hydrate it. It also has anti-inflammatory properties, which will help soothe irritated skin. Check out trulytallow.com and use discount code 2girlswithcancer10, that's the number 10, for 10% off your order. That's trulytallow.com, 2girlswithcancer10. All right, we're back after my dogs so rudely interrupted us, but that was a great opportunity for you to hear about one of the brands that we have partnered with and to offer you guys discounts. And we will say that these brands that we have connected with, we love them and we love their product. We wouldn't be repping a product that we didn't agree with or research or take ourselves or believe in. So,
and hopefully we have a few more coming. I've been working on some, you've been working on some. So, and it's stuff that we put into our bodies. So if we put it into our bodies, we want to make sure it's good for you guys as well. And us. So
I will say on the last episode, I did make an ad for Primal Queen supplements. And I do love that. It's such clean cows. Like they're from Argentina. And I asked like, why Argentina? Like, especially we're in Alberta, we're known for, but they said that their standards of farming are so much higher down there. Maybe not higher than Alberta, but you know, as far as international farming goes, that one is really great. But I did make a little asterisk disclaimer in it that they do contain hormone organs in them. It's important to check with a trusted health professional. Now, I didn't say a doctor because who knows, but a person that you trust for your health. You don't want to mess with your hormones, right? If you're taking ovaries, for example, which those have in it, it could do something with your hormones. So you want to be very cautious before you take anything. But once your doctor approves it, beautiful supplements, amazing, clean, grass-fed, grass-finished, organic, unvaccinated, so many great things. So yeah, check with your doctor. I mean, you really could with anything.
Yeah, anything that we suggest. Also, the reason we have two, if you guys have noticed, I take the Bison trifecta because, as we've spoke before, the form of cancer I had is hormonal. So for me, I can't take that one.
Yeah, it's better for Ashley to be safe with that one because her hormones are very unregulated because of the type of cancer. And she doesn't want to mess with that, right? You don't want to be adding. Now, there is a thought that if you're trying to fix something in your body, you take a desiccated organ supplement to complement that. So men with low testosterone should eat bull testicles. I mean, you could eat them as balls, but like a supplement's probably easier and less weird. But I don't know, whatever. You eat liver, so
I do. But
you'd eat a bull testicle. I would try it.
I would try anything.
It's probably okay. It's probably like real buttery.
When I found these liver supplements, when you were the first person that actually told me about them.
About the trifecta.
Because I just kept eating liver and onions because I like it. But that's the best way, they say, is to bring up your iron, is to actually eat the liver. But when I found out these supplements, so instead of just doing the liver one, I do liver,
heart and kidney. I believe that one has.
And why not get 3?
Yeah, why not? And I had actually talked to my naturopath about it, and he was like, he took me off of my iron pill that I was on because it bungs you right up, and he put me on a liver supplement. So he was really happy when I told him that I have liver supplements that I was taking. He was thrilled about it. He's like, give them to your kids and take them, get off the iron. So I'm pretty happy about that.
And that's why they had to do the iron infusion, because it's going right into my system, because I can't take iron supplements because I can't get constipated. So
exactly,
this works. Right?
Because more poo. That's what our episode should be.
Yeah, should be
more talk about poo.
And also, you need to be regular. You need to at least, actually, the doctors say that it's healthy to poo after every time you eat.
What? Really?
Yes, you're supposed to. If you think about it, that's the toxins that are living in our body, and that's probably also contributing to making us sick.
Weird.
So, I mean, I try. Before I was regular at least once or twice a day, but
yeah, they say like 3 or 4 times a day. Who's got time for that? And like do you remember American Pie, the movie? Shipwreck.
It's been a long time.
He can't. He sleeps with Stifler's mom.
Okay, I remember him. Yeah.
He can't poo in public. I'm that guy.
Really?
Yeah,
I
can't.
I can do anything.
Well, out of necessity, I suppose. But like, I would prefer not to. Like, I've been with Andrew for 7 years. I haven't even farted around him.
I'm not a big farter around men, but my son, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Only twice by accident. I didn't know he was in the room. And I was like mortified after, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, no, it's because
in a new relationship, I like right now I haven't.
Well, you've been dating a couple months, but
story. I don't know if you guys want to hear it. We went camping.
This is just a TMI episode. It's fine.
We went camping and the kids were playing and they were all distracted, but I farted and I waited. I was laughing to myself and I really waited for someone to hear me, but nobody did. So
but not.
I got away with it. Oh no, all of them have been funny.
Oh.
But I accidentally did it, and then I was like, "Okay, let's see."
You're like, "Sorry, cancer. I have a bowel obstruction.
I can't help.
I will get out anything that I can possibly get out."
And
of there.
I get so excited because there's days where I do. There's days where I cannot pass gas because it's like
a cork.
Yeah, it's like I think the doctors haven't figured out what's going on, but I think it's obstructions. I think that it's mini ones because that peritoneum tissue really helps your everything move. Yeah, and I don't have it, so it's very sluggish. So.
Oh, I bet. Here, I'm gonna move us a little bit just because when I edit, sometimes I can't hear Ashley. You're a quiet talker. I'm like, yeah, I'm a loud talker. Yeah, right.
That.
Right. I kind of like this though. I'm enjoying sitting here.
Putting my arms somewhere, not sucking in my big gut.
The other day we did an interview with a podcast and we both wore jerseys because it was the Oilers' first game. And we're like, man, it feels good to wear a big old loose shirt.
So good. We should wear a jersey every time.
Well, we should have because they play tonight. Like we should have.
Dang it.
We can put some on right now.
Okay, should we?
Yeah, we
Should
should.
we come back? We'll take a 5.
Yeah, time for another ad.
Scan the QR code on the screen or head to our social media and check out the link tree in our bios to find out what great brands we have partnered with to bring you guys discounts.
We are back and we are repping our Oilers jerseys. Not that you can even see them in these videos, but
It's there.
I always tell Andrew, this is so stupid. I always say to him, I really wish that we lived in like Colorado or San Jose because I look really good in those colors.
Oh.
Like Colorado is like a burgundy and they used to think there was like a bit of teal in there. I don't think it's anymore, but like a burgundy, like black and white. I look great in that. And San Jose is teal with black.
Well, you have nice eyes. You're blue.
Thank you so much.
You're kind of bluey teal.
I feel like any color but orange would be nice. But
Don't mind it. I don't know.
It is what it is. I don't love it. But this is old school jersey, eh? Look at that. What name is on the back? Everly. Oh,
Everly.
That's old.
I can't even talk.
Andrew has a ton of jerseys, so I don't even have my own. McDavid, of course.
I have a McDavid.
I want a Kane jersey.
Of course.
I keep telling Andrew that, but
maybe he'll hear us and send us some. Just kidding. Wishful thinking.
maybe he likes
we can dream.
my haircut.
Right? Wait, mine's getting cut tonight.
I'm gonna put a wig back on, I think. Anyway, next episode I got a wig. I just don't know what to do. If there's any hairdressers out there who know how to,
Definitely don't put any, don't let her put texture in it because
there's so
you
much
need to grow it out. And that's just like all these little layers in there.
yeah. I mean, I made a mistake by going to somebody of a different age group than myself. And I left with like little sideburns.
Well, why don't you reach out to Darcy? Darcy, if you're listening.
Well, I actually have a good friend who's a hairdresser and she's amazing. Yeah. And I was going to see her and then I just wasn't feeling good after a chemo one day. And so, and then one day I was like, I can't handle this. I just went to like the first shop here that I found and the lady had breast cancer and it was like, oh, kindred spirits. But she did something.
I mean, it still looks good.
It is what it is. That was like 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago or whatever. But yeah, she left me with these like little sideburns, which are not there now. I went home and I shaved them. I remember that. And that's why these are darker than that. And I shaved it and it was like, like all the way up. And they were bad. And there is a hairstyle that I want. And it's kind of like a modern mullet sort of thing. Ooh, which sounds weird. No, it's so cute. The girl I follow is on Instagram. I don't remember her name. I'll show you. But it's cute. So I just need to grow these maybe about this much longer. So I'm thinking by like midsummer. I don't know. Perfect. We'll see. Because who wants to wear a wig in the summer? Not me. I don't want to wear a wig anytime.
Not right. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how those women, those
wig people.
I don't mean that in that way. Just women in general can wear extensions because I can't. I just
itchy and heavy.
I can't have anything. I have to brush my hair
and they're all
from
like
top to bottom,
patting it because you don't want to rip them out. Yeah, it sucks. I'll be honest, it sucks. I've embraced the wig life. It is what it is. Like, especially when I was bald, it was like the only thing that made me feel normal. But
and it gave you that confidence that you lose through this journey.
And quite often people don't realize I'm wearing a wig. Sometimes I feel like I'm constantly touching it. But, you know, people don't always know. A mom at my kid's friend's mom, I met her the other day. And she's like, I didn't know that was a wig. My kid had to tell me.
Your wigs are, I have to give you props. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
they've done way better as the years go on with wigs.
Yeah. Some of them are bad. And I'm like, did you not want a lace front? But they're expensive. I get it too. Yeah. But our cancer center has a really good wig program there. Where are we looking up there?
Oh, sure.
We have a really good wig program. So it's basically like a library. You sign one out. You can keep it for as long as you need to. And then you return it. And so every wig that is like a different one. Like I have a few that I cycle through, but every new one is a wig from there. So the one I have right now is actually, it's about this length and it's like an auburn, like a burgundy auburn. And it's got bangs. It's like so different. Maybe I'll wear that one for the next episode. It's totally different. But yeah, we're rocking it. Andrew and I are going to Las Vegas this weekend, kind of as a, you know, like a little treat. And it's not relaxing and I'm not dreading it, but it's not going to be.
No?
Well, it's not. Have you ever been?
I've been a few times when I was younger.
Well, yeah, probably had more energy then. Like
we did a ton of things.
I walk for 10 minutes and I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? So I'm excited
You can't just
because
lay by the pool.
it's 43 degrees Celsius. Yes. That is, what is it in American? 43.86, so about 116. It is so hot right now. It's like unlivable. It's ungodly. And I also have to be careful because the radiation that I had, it can burn really easily.
Yes, for the sun.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to wear, but I'm really excited to get some heat because Edmonton has been so cold.
Yes, it's like June 10th or 11th.
Yeah, what day is it? 10th? I think it's the 10th. But it's been cold. This time last year, I had such a good tan. And this year, I bring blankets and socks and runners and coats. I have my winter jacket in my car. That's how cold it is. It's stupid because I'm out at all the sports and it's windy.
We were both, I picked her up and we're both in socks and sandals. And I've never worn socks and sandals before in my life.
She doesn't realize that's in right now.
Oh, it's so in. I love it. I love my socks because my feet are always cold.
So my friend Ray, she watches this. She used to get so mad at me back in the day, like probably our first year of being friends, like 2015. I showed up at her house in slides and socks. And now granted, my slides were bright purple and my socks were neon green and blue. There was a horrible combination. And she's like, what the F is that? I was like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, take those off. She made me take off my socks in her house. Yeah. But now, Rayanne, it's in. Okay. Socks and sandals are in. My kids call me out for having bare toes because apparently that's weird. That's funny. But whatever, those kids can boil in the summertime because who wants to wear socks in the summertime? Yeah, which actually will lead us into our next episode 10, where we're going to talk about grounding. So that's going to be exciting. But anyway, we're already 22 minutes in. Yeah. We were going to make this a half an hour. Yeah. So let's have a quick discussion here about an update about where we're at. We have a hard stop in 20 minutes. So you've got 5 minutes to talk about what's going on in your life. I got 5 minutes to talk about what's going on in my life. And that'll be our episode. Poo and an update.
Okay, you go.
Oh, me. Okay. So today's June 10th. As we said, on June 7th, I had my very last cancer treatment. Hey. Oh, I'm stuck. Hold on. One of these. Oh. I don't know if my phone will actually hear that, but we can hear it. It was an applause. Yeah. So yeah, my very last cancer treatment was on June 7th. That was number 17 of the Herceptin. And that's like a chemo/immunotherapy drug. Just makes me really tired. It makes my pee stink really bad. But I don't lose my hair, obviously, from it. And I'm done, finally. I hope to not have to get any more pokes in my veins for a while. Like, you get a good bruise? Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, I got a good one there, too. It's like, it's exhausting, right? We're just so tired of all the pokes and the prods and the testing and everything. And so now I'm going to transition into kind of like an outpatient care. So I will have a mammogram, which I'm still on the fence about, in July. And I see my radiation oncologist in July just to, I don't know, I guess see. Wow. I'm sure he doesn't want to do more radiation at this point. Just I hope not.
See maybe future.
Yeah. And then I have an appointment with she's a nurse practitioner, and I would see her before chemo instead of my oncologist. And then that transitions me into like an outpatient center where they do checkups, or it's like a clinic kind of. And then eventually that will transition me into care with my family doctor, and hopefully pray to the Lord above that I never, ever have to be back there ever again.
That's how I felt when I stepped out. I'm like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, like I'm done with it there. I'm done driving. I'm done paying for parking. I'm done being poked. I am done cancer treatment. Okay. I just want to go back to normal. I want to have a job, maybe. On the fence with that. I want to just have a life that I love. And I don't ever want to think about cancer ever again. I have scars to look at that will remind me. But as for the rest of it, I'm done.
Journey is so... frick. We should have a podcast on that, just the feels.
Yeah, well, so we did a show the other night called Better. Jay, who was the host, had said, like, walk me through getting that diagnosis, like when that happened. And it was like, man, first of all, it's blurry. Secondly, I don't ever want to relive that again. I don't want to feel what I felt that day, the fear, the stress, the like...
I broke down.
The trauma. Yeah.
I should post a video I had. My eyes were swollen shut.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like, I couldn't even see.
Yeah. You don't eat, like when you're diagnosed, not even with cancer, just with anything, it is a traumatic experience for sure.
My sister and I, we went for a pedicure and we sat there and I held her hands and I just cried.
I went to church that night. Actually, they had like a Wednesday service. My my mom came over. Andrew and the girls were here. My ex-mother-in-law came over. My ex-husband came over, and I'm trying to think. My in-laws were here too, and so we were all here. My dad was out of town, I think, but we were all here, and we all just cried, and we talked about like how the heck I was going to get to Mexico. And
there's so many questions that goes through your mind, and you're like, what?
Well, like especially because like my sister-in-law had passed away from breast cancer. So there's always that hanging over my kids and my ex-mother-in-law, my ex-husband and me. But then I also had my current mother-in-law and she had breast cancer and she's a survivor. So, I mean, there's that. And yeah, there was
had like both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary.
It was scary because you never know. But I mean, here I am a year and a half later.
Yep.
Looking like a Karen. Okay.
Doing good though.
How are you doing? What is going on in your life?
Oh God, how am I doing?
Keep it under 5 minutes here.
Doctors cannot still, and I'm not bashing, but it's really hard mentally for me. They can't figure out what's going on. Ever since my third surgery, like I've said, my stomach blows up, it swells up. Like what was it?
Oh, just a couple days ago, yeah.
So
well, a week
it's
ago.
Been 10 days, whatever now. And it's so swollen.
It was so big.
It feels like down my incision, it's just going to rip and tear and everything's going to spurt out.
So kind of like when you get like bloaty gas, like but worse?
Yeah, way worse. Like pregnant 24/7, but at the end 9 months when you want that kid out.
When you have no room for anything.
Nothing. You can't even breathe. So like I landed in the hospital because it's just been getting more frequent in the last month. And now what's happening is my food, water, anything I put into my mouth, it sits in my esophagus and it takes hours to get through. And we don't know what's happening. And I'm at my end mentally because when that pain comes, I'm flat out. I'm in bed. I can't move. My brain actually stops working. We did I don't know. We didn't podcast and I just couldn't think. I was like, is sicker a word?
Yeah, more sick? Well, I think when you are faced with that sort of stressor, your body goes into like fight or flight mode and you're focusing so hard right now on fighting. It's like you don't have time for anything else.
You'd ask me questions and I couldn't even like post on our page. I couldn't do anything. My body literally shuts down. And it's so hard because it's like I'm 7 months out of my third surgery. Like
yeah,
why
when's
am I
my
not
life
healing?
When's my life gonna start again?
Because now my body hasn't healed from those 3 surgeries. Now it has pressure on every single organ. That is, who knows what it's causing. And I have to deal with this. And it's like, I cry a lot. I mentally break down because I'm like, what's going to happen? Where is my future? Like, I do want to start getting better and healing, but right now I'm stuck in limbo and it's like they'll do a CT scan and that seems like to be their go-to with me. And it's like, okay, but what other things? Like I'm waiting on one test at the U of A, but they're missing markers or something, but it's like, I just want more help. So if anyone's listening,
if you know
DM
anything,
us.
Yeah.
It could be something simple. I don't know. I'm going to go and do what you did, that food allergy test, and see what my body's...
Who knows? It could be something you're putting in every day. Like if your body is reacting poorly to even dairy because you eat cottage cheese. Like,
I love cottage cheese.
Yeah, it's so good. But like if you're reacting to dairy and you're inflamed all the time, constant inflammation is really hard on your body because you figure it swells and then it has to slowly subside and then it swells and then that's really hard on the body. They say like allergies, like this is what my naturopath told me. An allergy, like an acute allergy and anaphylaxis is in the short-term memory basically in one part of your immune system where you eat something and immediately it responds, right? It remembers that something didn't feel good and you react to it. But with a sensitivity, it's in the long term. So you're going to eat it. You might not hurt, but eventually it's going to compile on top of each other and compound. And And eventually you're going to be so inflamed from the constant exposure to it that it's going to cause a whole world of problems. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting a food sensitivity test and cutting it out and actually following it. I'm in the process of attempting to cut stuff out, and it is so hard.
It's hard. I'm actually trying to change up my stuff for my supplements, and also my liver is still not, it's still like failing right now. So that's what
It struggles, right?
Yeah, so just trying to work on that. Trying to get back to top notch.
You will.
I will.
It is
it's
a slow
just
process.
such a journey. And the person we both were prior to this, it's like, why can't we be that people?
Yeah.
You know?
But we've said before, we're never going to be those people again. That's
I
not
think
our
that's the
reality
hardest
anymore.
for me to process.
Yeah. I think when your body's not healing physically, you really want to look into like mentally or emotionally, even spiritually, like what you're not dealing with, because so much healing comes from the release of
And our mental.
forgiveness, I would say, to let go of the past. And I mean, a lot of people battle with depression and anxiety and remorse and things like that. But when you can forgive yourself and move on, then you can start to heal, or forgive others.
Forgive others is a big one.
And you can heal. I think that you would really find that your physiological part will
don't
start
have
to
to be
heal once
friends.
your mental is healed. Yeah, you don't have
you
to
don't
be
need friends with
friends.
them.
You're
Just-
releasing yourself. Forgiveness isn't about like releasing somebody else. It's about releasing yourself from the baggage that you're holding on to.
And it's not fun. It's just going to destroy our bodies.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's going to eat at you. It's like
it's always
corroding
there.
your inside. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So as usual, just, let it go, be happy, see the joy in life. Your health should follow along with that, right? Because health and healing isn't just a physical thing. It is complete. It is everything.
Everything you put in your body, everything you do.
Yeah. Everything.
Mental, food, exercise.
Yep. Exactly. Relationships,
It's a whole lifestyle
experiences. Yes.
Yeah.
So on that note, we have hit our 30 minutes. That's going to be our new thing. We're going to stick to 30-minute episodes. It just makes it easier to listen to. It's easier on us for
Yes.
recording and editing and things like that. So 30 minutes and that'll be it. So join us again, next week when we do an episode on grounding / earthing. That one's cool. We both love doing that. So
Love it. And subscribe, follow, and like.
Yep.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye.